Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Unscripted Coding. Today, we are here with my iPad again, and we're going to be doing a bit of drawing. I know this is Unscripted Coding, but the last time we did a video in which I was trying to mock up logos. We all have the $1 million app idea. It's not as simple as coding. You got to start thinking about design. You got to start thinking about logos, typography. You got to start thinking about marketing and text and all of that. So this is a bit outside of our usual comfort zone, but what we did last time was we mocked up those logos, and I was really trying to use it as a showcase for Procreate. What I realized mid-video is I was doing a terrible job of showing all the features that Procreate has. So this time we're going to use it more for what it's normally used, which is drawing. Procreate, of course, is a digital drawing painting application on the iPad. It is hugely popular, but basically all the times you see people do these speed paints on their iPad, there's a good chance they're using Procreate to draw. And so today, what we're going to do is try and draw something. And again, I'm not an artist, so if you're looking for a speed painting where there's mind-blowing results, at the end there are much better videos somewhere else on YouTube. But we're doing this for continuity's sake, and you can watch what hopefully I can achieve. In terms of subject matter, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So lately I've been playing Skyward Sword. It came out, say, a month ago or so. Playing it kind of at a leisurely pace, and I just thought I'd try and copy some concept art. I'm not going to try and draw something entirely new. That is just a disaster waiting to happen. But what I can do is try and draw something existing. See if I can put my own style to it. So you know what I'm seeing as reference. I have a monitor in front of me. I have these images for reference. I'm not drawing it straight from my mind. They're really just official concept art from Skyward Sword. So let's just get started. One of the most useful things in Procreate is that there are all these layers. We went through it before, but almost certainly the first thing I'd want to do is, let's get sketching pencil out with a fairly large tip. But one of the first things you want to do is just have a layer in the back, choose somewhat of an interesting color, let's say red. Sometimes Skyward Sword has a pretty blue palette, so let's go with something blue. And you can roughly sketch out your figures. Sketch out your shapes, and I'll probably do a better job of this afterwards. But the idea is you can have one layer, and you can turn off the layer, and you can start drawing on another one. So what that means is you can definitely put something very rough in the background and layer on top of it. You can start putting in details on top, and you can always pull out the back if you don't want it. You can always delete it. So digital gives you all of these abilities to manipulate it and are handy tools. This isn't unique to Procreate. If you use Photoshop or any kind of photo editor, you've probably seen a ton of this. But I'm realizing already that I am going to run to a size problem. So this. with the colors. What I realize right now is what I see on my iPad is not what you guys see on the screen. I don't think it's a screen issue. It's just the software I'm using. The colors are a lot more muted. So on my iPad right now, the contrast is basically cranked way up and it looks very unnatural, but it's looking a bit closer to what I was seeing. What's on your screen looks a bit closer to what I was hoping to achieve. Anyways, before I go any further, I just wanted to pull up the reference image again because this is, again, a reminder. I'm looking at Skyward Sword, Zelda's fan art, and I am trying to do a my version of it. I'm heavily using the reference image. I'm just drawing based on that. It's a little wider. It's a little different. But what I thought I'd really quickly go through is the idea that you can change the color entirely. So, for example, if you've played Skyward Sword, you know that loft wings come in a bunch of different colors, and I can very quickly change the color of my bird. So let's go with a green one, or purple, red. And then, of course, you may want to break out layers. The beak is very strange in this green color, but you can fiddle with it a little bit. So if I want to make my loft wing start at about 50%, if I wanted to make them a bit more blue, this isn't working that well. But maybe if I take down the saturation a little, I can fiddle with the colors. Like dark. Oh, actually, I like it a bit lighter here. So maybe something like this. Just a bit lighter. And you have all these tools to make your changes after the fact. What I really wanted to do is make sure that the loft wing is, the bird in the back is rough. You can see around here that the wings are very roughly drawn, very roughly colored. You're just getting the flow, and the main character, Princess Zelda, is the one with a lot more detail in her expression, in the view, in detail in the character. There's a lot more attention put into her sash, for example. I'm not sure what else there was to say. The layers are really important. So if I were to move the layers, then obviously the bird is on top and getting in the way of the drawing. So you gotta make sure it's in the right spot. And yeah, I hope that was interesting. I think I see a lot of these speed paints where they don't show you the interface and they don't show you a lot about what's happening around. You just see it appear. What else is there? And this is just bothering me a little bit here, so just gotta fix this up really quick. Also noticed, okay, I got stopped. There was, like, the hems I didn't do over here. I didn't do the little gold, embroidery. I don't know what it is, but I can probably do a better job of that afterwards, but there's something along those lines over here and over here. But yeah, I am gonna call it quits. This was This was fun, and it does take a long time. So I think I'm clocking in at maybe 2.5 hours at least. But you lose track of time so very quickly. And if you guys do pick up Procreate, even if you don't think you draw, you just sink time into it, and it's really relaxing. It's really fun. But yeah, I think that was perhaps does more in line with what Procreate does. When we did the logos, we used very few of the features, whereas here you can see that I use layers, I use brushes, I use the liquify tool. I tried to use everything around Procreate to make this a little easier on myself. And it's a huge cheating mechanism. If you can, after the fact, start manipulating things. So start liquefying. If I made a massive mistake, I can start moving and making Zelda's head a little bit bigger to fix up the picture. And you just can't do that with a pen and paper, right? I don't think I'll do very many of these videos. It actually took a long time, and I should probably stick with what I'm better at. But again, you kind of start enjoying doing these things because it cuts off your mind. You can do something, you can think about something else while you start coloring in various things. Anyways, if you did enjoy the video, do let me know. I'm leaning towards doing fewer of these videos, but of course, if you enjoyed it, leave a comment. I'll do more of these then. All right, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next week.